you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
But there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult. Probably not the guy that most people would bet on.
Who wins?
It's like a little kid fighting a bunch of sumo wrestlers. Usually the sumo wrestlers win. We're a little scrappy company. Every now and again, a little scrappy company wins. And I think this will be one of them.
Everyone from the Doge community that's in here tonight, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Right at this moment, I want you to stop what you're doing. Even anything else you might be doing, we'll have in the stream. And I want you to look. I want you to look at that computer screen monitor or that TV screen in front of you with that thumbnail art and my voice coming through to you right now. And I want you to understand one big, simple, epic concept. We are going to win. We are going to win. We are going to win. We've got the Doge momentum. Can you dig it?
Maybe have some fun. I mean, it's like there's a good chance that crypto is the future currency of Earth. Right. And then it's like, well, which one is it going to be? Like, what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right. Wow. No, absolutely. To the moon.
To the moon.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
No.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming in hot on this special late night edition of Steele Live. Great to have you with us as we head into this Twilight Market Watch hangout. I got a few notes. I got a few subjects that I was going to talk about tonight, and we're going to get to those, but it's going to be a bit more casual tonight. We're just going to hang out. We're going to see where the market takes us. We are noticing a bit of encouraging bullish momentum, particularly over the last hour. We're going to continue to just hang out and see what's going on, see where that leads us. Hopefully it will be in an upward trajectory forward. And we're going to do some market roundups and see what other coins are doing all around. Obviously right now I have the Dogecoin chart up on the screen. We're going to toggle a little bit to Bitcoin chart in a bit. And perhaps Luna, Ethereum, but we'll be primarily keeping an eye on the Dogecoin chart for the duration of the stream. If you're brand new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. You're watching Steele Live. I am Steele. It's great to have you with us, and we've got an awesome community here, and I want you to be a part of it. So feel free to hit subscribe, hit all on that notification bell, and descend with us to Moon, Mars, and beyond. Also, if you feel compelled to super chat anywhere throughout the duration of this broadcast, it's obviously hugely appreciated, all the time and efforts put in. Remy is really revved up about something. Remy, calm down, Remy. Remy, I think she's on high alert. She's on high alert for some reason right now, and I'm not quite sure why, but I wouldn't be surprised if Remy made an appearance on screen here before not too long. Anyway, great to have you guys with us tonight. Who do we got in the chat? We've got Scott Herforth, we got Larry Ramirez, we got Jeremy Abbott, Louis Doge Millie, Emperor Doge, Jason Huffman, and a few others as well. Nate Nay, good to see you. Good to see you guys. I know it's a bit late and going on a late Sunday night. Not going to be the most hugely attended event, but that's all right. That's all right. You know, the numbers in terms of engagement on crypto Twitter in general have decreased pretty significantly, and the numbers in terms of engagement with the Doge community online has significantly dropped off. This isn't terribly specific to the Dogecoin community. A lot of crypto Twitter has, and just pretty much crypto circles on social media in general, the engagement has really dissipated significantly, and I've definitely seen this carry over into the Doge community. Look, I'm here for the long term. I'm in it to win it. I'm here through thick and thin. I can tell you guys right now, I don't care if Dogecoin goes to 5 cents. I'm holding. That's just what I'm doing. I don't blame anyone for doing anything different. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And I'm here long term. And I'm here whether a ton of people are tuning in or a few people are tuning in. I'm here if the super chats are bountiful or if they are absent. I don't care. I don't care. I got in this because I'm passionate about it. I enjoy it. I enjoy connecting with people. And I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in what I'm doing, frankly. And that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Anyway, yeah, Louis Doge giving a shout out to Remy. Remy, are you gonna come up? You gonna come up and make an appearance? She's wagging her tail and just looking at me, but I think she's a bit distracted by the ongoings. I got some of the windows open. I think she's just a bit distracted. Anyway, a bit of breaking news here. This pretty cool. Elon Musk, and I just tweeted this out moments ago because I noticed that Elon, and here comes Remy, guys, knocking things around. Hi, sweetie. Hello, Remy. You know, she was on the thumbnail tonight, weren't you? I put you on the thumbnail. You be co-host? Want to come up? Come on up. You can come up. Come on up, Remy. Come up, sweetie. All right. You want to say hi? Okay. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Okay. Remy, calm down. There you go. Okay. So a really cool development in terms of Elon Musk in relation, particularly as what's going on in the market right now. And I tweeted this out just before we went live on the air. In reference to current market conditions, Elon Musk just stated, I still own and won't sell my Bitcoin, won't sell my Ethereum, and will certainly not sell my Doge for what it's worth. So that was kind of something, a part of a tweet that Elon had put out within the last hour, kind of in reference to a conversation that was going on in lieu of recent events, not just with the crypto market, but inflation across the board. A very powerful statement from Elon Musk, a very bullish statement from Elon Musk. So Elon Musk is hodling for sure. I'm hodling for sure. And, you know, to some of this trajectory is a surprise, but then again, it's not. When you are a holder long-term over the course of several years, you're going to take some very, very significant dips. And here we are in one of them. You know, I just had a interview that it went really well. It was about a half-hour podcast. I actually posted it on my Twitter. Feel free to check it out for a podcast for an East Coast radio station, and the podcast is called Nutmeg Chatter, and it was a really good conversation. I talked about the crypto market in general, how I got into being a content creator and YouTuber, and Dogecoin, the Dogecoin community, and some other things as well. It was a really good conversation. And one of the points that I made in that conversation, I think it's very relevant to what's going on right now, is the fact that oftentimes when we are in these downturns in the market, it's very easy to confuse and misinterpret what's going on. When we look at the overall trajectory of most of the high utility cryptocurrencies and the majority of even the top 12, shall we say, it's a tale. It has a very common narrative, and it's the tale of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And many times what can happen is when we take that 1 step back, sometimes people will look at just the window of the 1 step back that they are in at the moment, and that we find ourselves in right now, for example. And I believe, in my opinion, they are misinterpreting this 1 step back as crypto failing, as Dogecoin failing. But in reality, in the totality of the reality, when we look at the entire picture and trajectory that Dogecoin, for example, has taken over the course of the last couple years, it is one of clear ascendance overall. Okay, it's one of clear ascendance overall. Now, you guys should take solace in that, frankly. Another thing you really should take solace in is the fact that what has been happening to Dogecoin in recent months and the trajectory it's been on, say the last 7 months, is not unique to Dogecoin. It's what the whole market's doing from Bitcoin on down. So we still do live in a Bitcoin dominant market, and it wasn't too long ago, you know, that Bitcoin reached its all-time high around 69,000. Now, it is also notable and to keep in mind that just a few months before Bitcoin had ascended to its all-time high, it went way down. It went way down to I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 27,000, something like that. And that was just a few months before it hit its ATH. Okay, so keep this in mind. What a wild roller coaster ride the crypto market can be. And this is something that's very easy to forget, and something that's very easy for people to not understand, particularly if haven't been involved in the crypto market for a long enough period of time to have the benefit of experiencing, the algorithmic patterns of the market overall, if that makes sense. So right now we are at about 1:45 in the morning in my neck of the woods in the Midwest. If you are on the West Coast, you are definitely cruising early at about 11:15. And if you are on the East Coast or in Florida, you are a true Doge after darker, right around what would be the equivalent of bar time. So I think those are, in my opinion, things to keep in mind. Anyway, let's see what's going on with the Doge as we speak right now. This is a 15-minute chart that we're looking at. Let's zoom in on these candles. And you see here where there was a big, sharp ascendance here that happened over the course of a very short period of time. And we saw the entire market take an ascendance, but particularly Dogecoin was one of the bigger beneficiaries of this bullish momentum to the tune of about 4% in 1 hour. Now, let's take a look at what the rest of the market is doing right now. And we're going to take a look at it all. Now we are seeing definitely a retracement on that bullish momentum. Not to the degree yet, fingers crossed, that it is that we've lost all the momentum of that bullish upswing. But the fact is, right now, Dogecoin is retraced about 1.5% of that initial 4% that we saw. Bitcoin right now trading about 38,500, with a pretty much trading sideways over the last half hour, with a slight downturn of the last 24 hours of 1.6. However, it is very notable that Bitcoin is up 1.5% over the course of the last week. Ethereum right now trading about 2,600, still up almost 2% over the last hour. That's great to see. Or sorry, 2% over the last week. But over the last day, we are down almost about 0.5%, and over the last hour, we are trading exactly sideways. So far, it seems that the upswing that we saw is stabilizing as it stands right now, finding a new floor that's a bit above than where we were before for the bump, and that is a good sign. Now, it stands to reason that it is probable that we are seeing an accumulation period right now where we could see another run-up, yes, even as soon as tonight. Perhaps it's possible even while we're on the air. And I want to speak to that. Because I did see some technical analysis surrounding specifically Dogecoin and some speculation about Dogecoin's next ascendance. AMB Crypto reported this yesterday. Dogecoin to the moon again? Anomalies. Now that's an important word, anomalies. Anomalies point to an explosive move favoring. That's important. And why is that important? Well, the definition of anomalies, let's read it. Deviation or departure from the normal or common order, form, or rule. One that is peculiar, irregular, abnormal, and difficult to classify. AMB went on to write, Dogecoin prices showing signs that a massive move is on its way. Well, on-chain metrics are also pointing to a similar outcome. Upon close inspection, this move could most likely favor the bulls. Is it Dogecoin's time to shine? Dogecoin price dropped roughly 83% from its all-time high, and it's currently hovering around 11 cents from September in 2021 to date. Doge has set up 3 distinctive lower highs and lower lows. Connecting these points using trend lines reveals the formation of falling wedge pattern. This technical formation forecasts a 34, now listen, This technical formation forecasts a 34% upswing, determined by the adding distance between the first swing high and the swing low to the breakout point. Assuming the breakout occurs around 13 cents, the target would be 18 cents and above. However, investors need to pay close attention to the recent breakout of the max pain point at 12.5 cents. A recovery above this barrier would still instill confidence among sideline buyers. I overlooked this data myself. I overlooked this charting myself. And boy, this is a moment where I really wish I was on the air with my old friend, Nick Balls. Because what we are seeing in both Fibonacci retracement levels and the algorithms they aforementioned is what I would put in a high probability category of seeing Dogecoin ascend to the likes of 16 and 18 cents in the very near future. I would put that in a medium high to high probability likelihood. Now, Nick gets into this stuff way more than I do. I still contend, those of you who listen to this show a lot, watch the show a lot, know that Nick and I were anticipating 2022 to be incredibly bullish for crypto overall, particularly with Dogecoin. Now, what we didn't, I don't think, appreciate, I can't speak for Nick, is just how game-changing in the wrong way that this new administration has had in terms of its profound apparent negative impact on both the economy and the inflation rates, which has really affected crypto significantly. And not just crypto, but the markets, all markets and economy, and the economy as well. But we have enough, we also have historical examples in the crypto market that also show that it is certainly possible for the crypto market to run very bullishly independent of a struggling economy, independent of, or rather despite high inflation rates. Now, can Dogecoin, can the crypto market see such an ascendance in lieu of recent circumstances, in spite of recent circumstances within this year? Yes, I do believe it's possible. Jason Huffman coming in, $20, make you holler. I love it. Thank you, Jason, for putting a little pep in my step and being the first super chat of the night with the generous one. Fun fact, March 19th, will be Steven Steele live YouTubed. Will be 1 year old. Okay, so he's saying, wow, you're absolutely right. And thank you for reminding me of that, because I wasn't even aware of that. Jason Oven is basically saying that March 19th will be the 1 year anniversary officially of this channel. Congrats for the show and the hangout with you and our friends in chat. This is the best community. Thank you so much for that. It's a super chat so nice, you want to read it twice. Thank you for that, Jason. You know, you've been with us from the beginning. In fact, I'm looking at some of the names here of particularly my mods. I believe most of the mods in here have been here since the beginning. And the new people that have come in over the year. And right now, I'd just like to take this moment to thank each and every one of you guys that are here watching me right now. Because the folks watching me right now, there's a handful of us here, folks. There's a handful. I got to be honest. The majority of folks right now have temporarily checked out. They've checked out. They've lost interest. They lost their mojo. I have not. I have not. And I want to encourage you to not as well. Because we've built something just very extraordinary over this past year on our small slice of the internet here. I believe that we have built just an extraordinary, fantastic, eccentric, engaging community here that's unlike anything else I've seen in the crypto sphere. We may not be the biggest, but I do think we are the best. I really do. And I don't say that just because I'm biased towards you guys. I really do mean that. I think we've built something very special here. And you guys that are all here tonight with me, you are essentially my core, and I want to give you guys some big appreciation for that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We got Scott Herforth. If you are here right now, you are real. Yes. Freedom Fighter. Good to see you, Freedom Fighter. Been watching since the King of the Holidays. Wow. Thank you so much. That's really cool. You know, that's where I first started doing any sort of YouTube hosting was on that channel. I was invited to do some co-hosting there, and that was that's where I first got my start before I broke off and did my own thing. So thank you so much for the support from the very, very beginning, Freedom Fighter. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm going to do something special. I don't know what yet for March 19th, but we will put together a special 1-year anniversary. Hopefully I can wrestle up some guests, right, and have a good time. But thank you for reminding me of that, Jason Huffman, to that 1 year. Link, I'm always a lurker. I love the lurkers. Believe it or not, I was a very, very shy young man in high school. I was so shy. You guys wouldn't believe it. I was like the quiet kind of punky goth skater kid that didn't talk to many people. But I got over that as the years went on. So let me read. Let me zoom to this other story by FX Street that also extrapolates about the bullish potentials of Dogecoin in the near future here. Dogecoin price turns bullish, sees rapid accumulation by investors on exchanges. Dogecoin price eyes, get this, 45% gains as investors continue accumulating the meme coin across cryptocurrency exchanges. And that's a good point right out of the gate. We will look at the overall volume of Dogecoin, despite being in the midst of what could accurately be described as a full-on bear market. Dogecoin is, its trading volume is still very high, very significant, very strong, very vibrant. Robinhood, a commission-free stock and crypto trading firm, holds a third of the Doge supply. Analysts are bullish on the meme coin, considering 18 cents is the make or break for the Doge price rally. Doge price could take a bullish run, driving the coin price higher as investors accumulate Doge on exchanges. The commission-free cryptocurrency exchange Robinhood has accumulated Dogecoin on behalf of investors. The Dogecoin price could climb higher in the near future, according to several key analysts. Dogecoin price could break into an upward trend soon as investors across exchanges scoop up Doge, accumulating. The meme coin has pulled it off the circulating supply across the cryptocurrency exchanges. Commission-free exchange Robinhood wallets hold a third of the Doge supply held for investors on exchange. Analysts have evaluated the Doge rise trend and predicted a rally of the coin. FX Street analysis believe that Dogecoin price could post 45% gains in the near future, as a trend may turn very bullish. Analysts believe that an 18 cent is the make or break zone for the Dogecoin price. I have double checked that. I put it around 17 cents, but we're splitting hairs at that point. And I do think that makes a critical psychological level as it stands right now for the Dogecoin price for the make or break. So what do I make of this? Well, I'll let you know right after I read this super chat from Diamond Hands Ready. Diamond Hands Ready, thank you for the $2, man. Appreciate it. Lurk, and I can't read that out loud. But it rhymes. It rhymes with lurk. Whatever flicks your switch, who am I to judge? Zaxi says he was listening to Smiths and hating on preppies. Hate's a strong word. But I gotta say, I was a big Smiths fan. Still am, but I was a much bigger Smiths fan as a young man. So you got me there. I went from how soon is now to how soon is much wow. Anyway, it's not easy being cheesy, guys. It's not easy being cheesy. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Steven Steele Live. I'm, of course, Steven Steele. It's great to have you with us. Feel free to subscribe and join our little sliver of the interwebs. We have a great time here. Would love to have you be a part of it. If you guys got any questions for me, feel free to shoot them in the chat. I'm kind of just freestyling tonight. We're just hanging out, having a good time, doing it to it. So, yeah, feel free to pop them in there, and I will I'll field questions to the best of my ability, gang. Right now, the Doge. What is it doing, folks? What is it doing? Let's get back to those green and red weenies. Of course, we like the green weenies. We try to avoid the red weenies, but it is inevitable. It is inevitable. Right now, we are on a 15-minute trading chart. We are seeing a green candle start to bud after a couple significant reds. Let's toggle back to the 5-minute chart and zoom. As Rex and Effects once said, all I want to do is a zoom and a boom. And folks, that's poetry. And I believe that was also Pharrell's first single that he produced, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, the Doge is struggling to make it to 12 cents. We are right at about 11.42. 11.42. What can you do? Buy and sell orders are coming in about a mile a minute, honestly, folks. And they're kind of canceling each other out. Which way we ascend from here remains to be seen. But what I do know is this. Making money is great. And that's why we're all here in one form or another, right? We're trying to improve our bottom lines. We're trying to secure greater financial freedom. But at the risk of sounding corny, there are even better things that we have discovered and built along the way. And that is an awesome community and incredible friendships. You know, we're like the Goonies of the cryptocurrency world, right? We're kind of like the Goonies of cryptocurrency. Jason Up says, great, now that song is in my head. Have you ever considered taking callers on the show, Steven Steele? Good idea. I have considered it, Scott, and I like the idea, but I don't know if, due to the, shall we say, stringent terms of service on this particular platform, I am concerned that I could take a caller that would pop off and put my channel in jeopardy by saying the wrong things. However, I think an alternative platform, I would feel more comfortable having a sort of call-in thing like that. Another thing I could do too is host Twitter Spaces sometimes, where I just have people up for questions and comments and things like that. I have done that a couple times, and I do think it's something I wouldn't mind exploring on a semi-regular basis. So maybe that would be the answer to that. Chavez says, hey, you finally showed up. My husband has been waiting so long for you to do a show again. Yeah, I have been. I still have been active, just not as active as I once was. You know, it's all perception, folks. When you're used to me going on literally every night of the week, and then I start going on more like 2 to maybe 3 nights a week, it does seem like a dramatic pullback, right? By comparison. I've been waiting so long. Hector the Dude, good to see you in the mix, my man. Emperor says Steele needs his own show on local cable TV, like a Wayne's World thing. I love it. I love that idea. I would love to just do a late night talk show on a local cable network with a desk and everything. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe I need to start wearing skinny ties underneath my denim jackets. What's good tonight, Mama Crypto? Good to see you in the mix. A few more folks finding their way in, making their way the only way they know how. And that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Name that tune, folks. What am I drinking? I am drinking Zevia Creamy Root Beer, a 0-calorie soda. No, I'm not sponsored by them. It's my favorite because it's the only soda I drink because it's sugar-free and it's caffeine-free. And it's all natural, so it's sweetened with stevia. Delos Doge. Hey, that's a name I haven't seen in the mix for a bit. Good to see you back in the mix, Delos Doge. My man Steven Steele, what's up? What's up? Back to you. Good to see you. Larry Ramirez, I don't know if I already gave a shout out, but just to make sure my bases are covered, give you another one right there. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Right now, Dogecoin is trading sideways. Why don't we go to... we're going to pivot to the Bitcoin chart momentarily. Bitcoin right now showing a little bit of bullish momentum here. Some green candles. We'll just break to a 5-minute chart for fun. And then we'll toggle back to the DOGE. That's a little bit of variety here. So we got Bitcoin struggling to find 38,600. Of course, we want to see it get above that crucial 40,000 level. Once again, that seems to be the biggest psychological barrier as it relates to Bitcoin. Could we see a $40,000 Bitcoin within the week? I certainly think it's very probable, not only within the week, but within the next few days. I think it's a pretty decent probability. Alan Schneider, good to see you in the mix. Christopher James says to the moon. Indeed, guys, I still 100% believe unequivocally that Dogecoin is going to still go to the moon. Not a matter of if, just a matter of when. I've always felt that way, and I still feel that way. And I think there's a lot of reasons to still feel that way. And anytime you're getting too down on the old dog money, just keep in mind what's happening to Dogecoin is what's been happening to the entire market. This is not something that's just super specific to Dogecoin. It's what's happening through the whole market. Larry Ramirez is talking about that Jeff Bezos. Bezos, you can do it. Put your back into it. Listen, let's go to the next story here, guys. Ripple, sometimes known to the media as Pipple. The price of Ripple's XRP is suddenly surging as Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, Terra Luna, and Avalanche flatline. And this is because there was cover this a bit on last night's show. There had been a pretty significant breakthrough on the legal ongoings and battlement between Ripple and the SEC. And the latest judge ruling was in favor of letting the representatives and the legal team from Ripple be heard and move forward with their long-running legal case with much success. Now, I do think that there's a pretty good probability that XRP is going to likely surge even much harder, particularly as it becomes more and more clear that the SEC won't be able to put a damper. They won't be able to put a pipple on that Ripple. And I've always felt that was going to eventually be the end game for XRP. So I think XRP is looking, obviously it's been looking incredibly bullish over this last week as a consequence to this recent news. But I think there's plenty of reason to believe that it's going to keep rising. It's going to keep ascending. And I do feel pretty certain that XRP will remain victorious up against the SEC. And obviously that kind of decision really has a reverberating and precedential effect on the rest of cryptocurrency as it relates to regulation, as it relates to the SEC. And as many of you know, that Elon Musk is no big fan of that SEC, is he? Let's get to another story by CoinDesk. It's about our friend Elizabeth Warren. And this is an opinion piece titled Elizabeth Warren and the Mysticism of Crypto Skeptics. what Jean-Paul Sartori can teach doubters who continue to poo-poo this technology based on limited reasoning. And we've got Remy back in the mix. Just wants to say hi to you fine folks. This week saw the unveiling of the Biden administration's promised executive order. Come on up. Okay, she's rattling that camera, guys, with her tail. Come on up. Oh, wow. Okay. Remy, she's just whacking and thudding that tail on my coffee table, which is rattling the camera here. You want to say hi? Say hi. Look at. Say hi. See him? Okay. This week saw an unveiling of the Biden administration promised executive order on cryptocurrency regulation. By most accounts, the order appears to be cautious and balanced, largely a call for more research and debate towards a coordinated crypto strategy across regulators. Now, what's interesting here is the executive order that was unveiled by the Biden administration was a bit of a contrast compared to the crypto Karen, aka Elizabeth Warren, sentiments that she's expressed previously. It was much more reasonable and moderate comparatively to all the things that she had been expressing. Now, I am cautiously optimistic about this new executive order, and one thing I'm not wild about it on right out of the gate is their huge interest in wanting to create a centralized digital currency that's government-based and founded. To me, this kind of defeats one of the main purposes of the appeal and existence of cryptocurrency. And obviously, all the governments, most of the governments throughout the first and second world have been desperately trying to figure out how they can maximize their profits on crypto. And that is seems to be the primary way that they think that's going to happen. But, words are one thing. Actions are another. So let's hope the Biden administration overall follows through on the main points of that executive order as it relates to cryptocurrency. Again, I'm cautiously optimistic, I'm a bit skeptical, but we are hoping for the best. So, let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes, Remy says Mama Crypto. Yes. Now, where has all the money been quietly flowing on the crypto space? Well, Kevin O'Leary, our man Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank, has some pretty strong theories and thoughts about this. Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary says the environmental concerns over crypto mining are sparking a flow of capital into a new section of the digital asset industry in a new Q&A session on his YouTube channel. The celebrity investor says that some mining companies have begun buying carbon credits and that this practice won't be viable in the long run. O'Leary says that the investors are instead opting to invest in mining farms that tap the green energy resources, he says, in the investment strategy. Come on up. Just coming up on the sofa. Right? Sorry, guys. She is really a needy girl tonight. Just really a needy girl. Yeah, why don't you? Her tail keeps thudding and whacking on the on the table. And this is interesting. Anyway, sorry guys. Remy's just really wanting to be a part of the show tonight. So this is this is kind of the meat of the article here, guys. So all the money is quietly moving right now to new mining companies, most of them private, that are going to use hydro, wind, solar, and nuclear power. Because if you use any of those options for mining, there is no carbon audit. There's no offset necessary. You're not burning carbon. O'Leary says that he has invested in a mining facility in Norway, which he says institutions are backing largely because of the efficient use of green energy. What have I told you guys? I told you guys that the shift to green mining and more energy efficient mining within cryptocurrency is something that's going to get resolved in very short order. in very short order. So all of these politicians and blowhards like Bill Gates, etc., and all their virtue signaling about them being so against digital currency over environmental concerns are both, in my opinion, been greatly exaggerated, and two, very hyperbolic, particularly as we've seen the adoption of more energy efficient mining happen incredibly rapidly and evolving very quickly, much more quickly than you would see in most any other sector as it relates to energy efficiency. So now we have Mr. Wonderful himself, who's by any metrics more of a conservative guy, frankly, and now he's spearheading. Okay, he's spearheading super green, zero carbon footprint mining factory in Norway. Okay, why would he be doing this? So now we have the two heads of Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary, and of course Mark Cuban, both incredibly bullish on digital currency, both incredibly bullish on crypto for the long term. These are guys that are a couple of the quintessential American success stories as it relates to investment. As it relates to investment, I find this incredibly encouraging, frankly, incredibly encouraging. And it's also very notable, especially as we're going through these rough times of this bear market, to keep in mind that some of the sharpest and most successful minds in finance are incredibly bullish on digital currency, and you better believe that they are hodling. You better believe it. You better believe it. So right now, Bitcoin is going about, kind of trading sideways, pretty unremarkably. But I will say this. We are a little bit above than where we were just a few hours ago when we saw this general crypto pump, as it were. And we have seemed to settle at a new higher floor as a consequence of that. I think this will likely continue. Into tomorrow. Right now, it appears to me that we are in an accumulation phase that could be ramping up again. Now, could we be moving in to a very significant increase, as stated towards the beginning of the show, as many reputable market analysts have been predicting and entertaining? Absolutely. We could see, I would not take it off the table, the probability that Dogecoin could ascend to the likes of 17 to 19 cents within the next 7 days. I would not take that off the table, folks. I would not take that off the table. I think that's a very fair probability. Now, that crucial make or break for Dogecoin anyway, is between 17 and 18 cents right now. So meaning if Dogecoin can not only hold its own, but ascend through past 18 cents, now it makes a much higher probability of Dogecoin ascending significantly higher towards the likes of in the mid-20s, frankly. So all this could happen very quickly, and crypto history shows us that things can happen very dramatically, very quickly, in one way or another. Again, there's no more notable example that I can think of right now than Bitcoin going from right around about 28,000 to just a few months later ascending to its all-time high of 69,000. Now, how many people would have predicted the 2 months before Bitcoin reaching its ascendancy to 69,000 that would even be a remote possibility in that time frame, right? I just point this out to you to show how quickly things can change. And how important it is to keep a level head, to keep some zen, right? Not lose your cool. Not make foolish decisions in moments of fear. Fear rarely ever harbors good decisions, right? Just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. Christopher James says, Happy Pie Day. Happy Pie Day. Anyone that gets that reference, I'm not sure if I get the reference. And here is Remy literally stepping on the coffee table. She's pretty animated tonight, guys. Pretty animated tonight. Bitcoin pumping in higher lows. That's exactly right. This is exactly what's happening, Zaxi. Exactly what's happening. Those of you just joining us, you're watching Steven Steele Live. I'm Steven Steele. Welcome aboard. We're just kind of having a casual market hangout. Got any thoughts? Got any questions? Feel free to put them up in the chat. Let's see what else I got here. This is pretty funny. Grimes recently revealed in another new interview after the now infamous Vanity Fair one, and she revealed details about her lifestyle, her day-to-day living lifestyle with Elon Musk when he was with him, and it's pretty funny. Business Insider reporting, Grimes says Elon Musk lives at times below the poverty line and would not buy a new mattress despite her having a hole in it. Grimes told Vanity Fair that dating Elon Musk, the world's richest person, made her feel trapped between two worlds. Grimes said her on-again, off-again partner, Elon Musk, sometimes live below the poverty line. She said Musk opted not to buy a new mattress after her side was found to have a hole in it. Bro does not live like a millionaire, Grimes told Vanity Fair. In fact, a direct quote was something to the effect that they found themselves living off of peanut butter for sometimes a week at a time. Of course, this is funny, and this is very much believable and congruent with everything we've come to know about Elon Musk. It wouldn't surprise me if this was some sort of long game test of loyalty, right? Because obviously they split up, and now Elon Musk has moved on to a European model in her late 20s. Well played, Elon. But so perhaps he was just testing her to see how maybe materialistic she was. Maybe if she was a willing suitor for the rest of his life, right? Perhaps. Just a thought. Just speculation. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts about that. It seems to me that Elon's new girlfriend may be a better match for him, but it's also unsurprising that those two ended up together because they're both very eccentric characters in their own right. New York Post came out with an article today. Even electric vehicle Elon Musk mocks Biden's green hucksters. You know things are getting bad for Team Biden when Elon Musk is mocking its ludicrous push for everything green. That's right, the dude who made his billions on the greening of America with his electric car company known as Tesla is now trolling the Biden administration's delusional agenda, according to him. Musk is known to speak his mind, so I'm not totally shocked that he's now throwing shade at Team Biden's latest green gimmick, which we should immediately dump our nasty gas guzzlers for the allegedly affordable electric vehicles offered by Tesla and increasingly the mainstream automobile industry. But what is surprising is that the financial executives who have embarrassed the green revolution, people like Larry Fink, the CEO of money management powerhouse BlackRock, are increasingly urging caution on the overnight transition to a green economy, including immediate embrace of EVs. So that was interesting. And we saw that reflected on Twitter once again. And Elon just laying it out and, putting his troll skills to the test. Is Scott Bigfoot? That is a good question. To my knowledge, Scott Herforth is probably not Bigfoot, but I can't say that with absolute certainty. Rodrigo saying hello and goodbye. Good night, Stephen. Great show. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So Scott Herford is getting swollen jacked, so perhaps he is, perhaps he is Sasquatch. I always get a kick out of those Bigfoot hunting shows. Out of all the kind of conspiratorial facets and cultures and subsects, I think the Bigfoot one is definitely one of the most amusing. It's definitely one of the most amusing. All right. Anyway, let's check out what the market is doing. Bitcoin just trading pretty unremarkably like a consistent airliner, just at about 38,500. Dogecoin about the same way, just trading very evenly, very consistently. But again, I will point out to you guys, and I do think it's notable. That both Bitcoin and Binance, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, all the way down to most of the top 10 charts right now, have stabilized. And they've stabilized to the effect that we are in a slightly higher higher floor than where we were before this ascendance. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is going to be an accumulation period through most of the evening that will could end in a very bullish result in days to come, perhaps as soon as tomorrow. We'll see where it goes. Frank, good to see you in the mix, says, what's up, guys? What's up to you, sir? Alrighty. Is peanut butter the secret, Scott? That could be it. Stephen, you must watch Mountain Monsters, the best show ever. Even beats Dave. One bites. Everyone knows the rules. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you for the suggestion, Alan. It sounds interesting. Sounds fun. B.O. stopping by to press like, shout out, Doge to the moon. I'm ready for Doge. April and May. Thank you, B. Appreciate that. Alrighty. Guys, I don't know if I really have anything more to add to this stream tonight, but I'm going to really try to put together a special 1-year anniversary show on the 19th. Probably get a few guests in, so stay tuned for that. I promise not to be a stranger. If you're not already following me on Twitter, be sure to do so. It's just at Mr. Mr. Steven Steele. And that's the only legit one on Twitter. The only real deal Steven Steele Twitter is Mr. Steven Steele. So thanks again, guys. Also, Mr. Tanker, good to see you as well. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Again, until next time, this is your man. Real deal, Steven Steele. Sign out. Be good.
If we operate with extreme urgency, then we have a chance of making life multiplanetary. Still just a chance, not for sure. If we don't act with extreme urgency, that chance is probably zero. And the rate of innovation is not going to be constant. It's either going to increase the rate of innovation, or it's going to slow down. If you look at American access to space with Crew, we were able to go to the moon in '69. Then with the space shuttle, we could only go to low Earth orbit. And the space shuttle retired. And then for almost a decade, there was no, America had no access to space for its people. So this is a pretty bad trend. It's trending to zero.
Right.
We need a very strong trend in the other direction in order to have any chance whatsoever of making life multiplanetary. Yep. So that's the reason for the extreme sense of urgency.
build the technologies necessary to make life multiplanetary. To answer more seriously, if you consider the nature of importance itself and say, how do you tell that anything is important? Well, the lens of history is a helpful guide here. And the more you zoom out, the more you can distinguish the things that are important over a great span of time, the truly important things, versus the things that may seem important in the moment but are forgotten once that moment has passed.